News of the Calabasas chopper crash has the aviation community seeking answers. The sadness felt by two helicopter pilots who fly out of the Compton Airport. I met up with them as their community is feeling its own grief. As a helicopter pilot, you heard that news. You thought what?
My heart just sank. Every time, when something tragic happens in a helicopter, it makes the news all over the world because it's so rare.
At Compton's Airport, you'll find a museum of aircraft and heartbreak over the loss of 9 people.
Especially the pilot, you don't get to be the chief pilot without knowing your stuff. The guy is very accomplished. He's been flying for 20 years.
For Robin Petgrave, the aviation world is a small one. He'd never met pilot but
the company that he worked for is a very solid company. I've known them for a long, long time. Really good people.
Petgrave owns Celebrity Helicopter. He's flown ex-Dodger Yasiel Puig and touts their safety.
Helicopters are a very unique way of flying, where you can fly in very bad weather. Helicopter is what goes out there in the storm, the Coast Guard, to rescue somebody off of a boat that sank, and that's why helicopters are so awesome.
Jim Lazay is a pilot and instructor and flew helicopters in Vietnam.
I'm very familiar with flying in instrument conditions and the challenges that brings and the problems you can get into.
He says the NTSB will have to look at a number of factors in this crash. His current thought?
It appears to me that it was a case of vertigo, where you lose orientation. Obviously, he had flown into a cloud bank, fog bank, same difference basically, and he lost visual reference, and you have to be able to transition very quickly to your instruments. With the rate of descent that they are showing on the radar and the rate of the velocity that he went in, it tells me that he probably lost control of the aircraft.
The heartbreak felt across the globe, felt here too, with Kobe Bryant in mind.
He's in all of our living rooms. Everybody feels a connection.
Everyone feeling it in so many different ways. Robin Petgrave, like Kobe, has a 13-year-old daughter and is feeling the loss of Gigi, too.